The boil water order came yesterday afternoon, and the earliest it can be lifted is tomorrow. California American Water is the private company that runs the region's water systems. The company is confident the water supply is fine, blaming a dirty faucet at a testing site.
Our water systems are pressurized. So, for example, if there was a main break, the water would flow away from our water system. So we do not believe that there is any emerging contaminant, E. coli, in our water system.
But state rules require 2 clean tests before a boil water order can be lifted. Each test takes 24 hours because water samples have to be cultured in a lab to confirm or refute the presence of pathogens. The company was offering bottled water to Imperial Beach residents, but they had run out this morning. The boil water order is another crushing blow for Imperial Beach.
Just disappointed, really, in how we have just been marginalized and disenfranchised and forgotten about as a community. We've suffered with our ocean being poisoned for so long, only to later find out that our air is poisoned as well. Our parks around the area, especially in the Tijuana River Valley, are poisoned. And now our drinking water is poisoned.
San Diego County has declared a state of emergency in the border region because of cross-border sewage, but Governor Gavin Newsom has resisted pleas for the same, and the Biden administration is also unmoved by calls for a federal state of emergency. Those moves could bring state and federal funding.
You do everything you can to get the information out there, for sure. Yes, absolutely. That's our role as a city. It's to protect our community's well-being, their health, and all we get is an emergency after an emergency. Yeah.
The Environmental Protection Agency has designated a $630 million plan to capture and treat sewage on both sides of the international border, but those fixes remain years away. The beach near the border has now been closed to human contact for 625 days.
If certain other segments of the coastline of the state of California were closed for the number of days that Mayor Aguirre and the communities here in South County have faced, all hell would be breaking loose. This would be the biggest emergency in the history of California. That needs to be said.
Padilla was in Imperial Beach to announce $3 million in state funding for the development of a tool to track pathogens in ocean water. Erik Anderson, KPBS News.